points, 80 conversions for the 26-year-old. Made his debut in Glasgow way back in 2011. As we saw with the English team, no Dan Norton, no Tom Mitchell, no Alex Davis, but we're underway. Bibby, the high restart into the skyline of Las Vegas. And Chile with first possession. Got some good players in this team, and they're certainly not going to be overawed by the occasion. Into the contact they go. Rodwell looks to try and steal the ball, and he can't. And might need some running repairs early.
Yeah, early rip on the jersey. Look at that. Shape. The Chileans, of course, had a nearly big moment in the Pan Am Games. That is the competition for North and South America, where they had Canada beaten in the medal rounds, and they had to kick the ball off the park, and they failed to do it, and Canada came back and beat them. So there's some experience, some sevens experience on this side, as you said, not only here at USA.
And here comes Blanc with a run down the blind side. He's taking on the sweeper. Tries to get through, 6 out. Good tackle coming in, and had to be made by Lindsay Haig, but they've still got possession. Chile are going to score first. Cordoba gets across. And talk about David and Goliath, half naked men on the screen as well. What a start.
The pressure coming off the South American tournament. Great break on the outside, backing his own pace. But once he was caught, did really well to keep this ball alive. The jersey rips. But watch as Torrealba steps up, backs himself right through the gap. The 20-year-old. Great start for Chile.
Julio Blanc was the man that made the initial break, the 21-year-old, and then they just showed so much maturity for the young men. And look at that. This is what it means to them. They're on the big stage in Las Vegas. And that is a great start, just what the doctor ordered, and more particularly what their coach, Edmundo Alfos, would have wanted.
Yeah, he's been 9 years in the job, and this yellow card off the ball. I'm not quite sure if it was a professional foul.
No, Oliver Lindsay Haig is gone. The ex-Middlefield school representative, wing fullback and scrum half in 15s, but he's going to be in the sin bin for the next 2 minutes. And now the try scorer looking to try and add conversion to his 5 points. Can't add the 2. Wow, what a start.
2 minutes of an extra man as well. Showing real confidence there, defending the initial English attack.
Well, they get the penalty at the restart, and so now England.
No tackle, so it looks like Chris Hackers, the referee, saying that England guilty.
And a tip tackle. So Oliver Lindsay Haig in the bin, and can Chile now look to try and exploit that with the numerical advantage? They work a little bit of magic, the loop around, and then coming back on the cut is Rangier, the captain, wearing shirt number 1. Along the chain, good crisp passes from this young Chilean side. 11 debutants here on show, not afraid to go into the contact are the Chile players. The good offload, numbers here, 2-on-1. Another pass on the inside. Chile, one more pass might get them across the line. Now they've all bunched in. And so they just try and slow it down. Montero goes into the contact. Burgess tries to steal it. Still have possession, Chile, and holding on, says the referee.
Well, they're backing themselves, the men in red, the Condores. They're attacking these English defenders. Put a few boos around the crowd. Look, I think they may be in there. Ultimately guilty of not...
Down now, just taking time. By the time they walk to this line out, the sin bin might be over, but here they really needed to try and do a little better with the numbers that they had. Big tackles coming in from Charlie Hayter.
He kept it really tight here, working this 15-meter channel. Perhaps a good decision for them to pace throughout the English team.
And there is Lindsay Haig now coming back in. So they're back to 7 players. What a start for Chile. I think somebody forgot to tell them that they're supposed to just make up the numbers here.
And you mentioned Edmundo Alfos, the coach, has been in the position for 9 years, and what a great start to them to the USA 7.
Rodwell is the go-to man here in the lineouts. All the experience in the world. James Rodwell, 91 tries. That's not straight, but they'll play on. Bibby with the dummy. First real chance with possession is England. 12 passes to Chile. That's the third for the English, and they look to get it wide now. Bowen on the outside, too much pace. First opportunity for England, and they strike immediately.
Tom Bowen taking his chance for the likes of Dan Norton and Tom Mitchell on the bench.
Yeah, but you had
6-year-old.
one them inside.
It's a one-on-one situation that he likes. Just a little pinch there from Julio Blanc. Unnecessary, gives him a free run in. Good finish though from Bowen.
2013, 2014, scored 16 tries against Harlequins and Leicester Academy.
Watches the way Red Winger comes in off his line here. Absolutely no reason. The threat was dealt with inside. He's got to keep his width there.
(7-5) England lead in this match. Of course, a tough pull with Samoa and America. That's been lost forward by Chile, and so more ball for the English through Burgess, who tidies it up. Rodwell into play halfback. Goes down the right-hand side. Bowen ought to come back on the cut. Good tackle there from Ayarza.
Yep.
Little high, says the Canadian referee.
Quick whistle for the high tackle. Same as the 15s game. Anything above the shoulders. Sevens has actually been traditionally very strong on adjudicating anything above the shoulders as a penalty.
It's always been sacred in rugby. Obviously concussion is paramount here, and player safety now. Good run there from Burgess. Pibby goes over and looks to try and secure it, but now Chile, and hang on, he's dropped it cold.
Right idea from Francisco Rude.
First driver.
The man who lists Santiago Old Boys as his home club, looking to catch the English before they could set up an organized defense. They just knocked it on.
Well, he's part of the national 15s side.
I hear you. Crouch. Bind. Set. Move back, please. On the knee, on the floor.
Lindsay Haig gets the penalty. Lovely short ball, and Charlie Hayter says, "I'll score my 24th try here in Vegas."
I understand that, but
Chilean fans, there's not many of them, but are they screaming it's a forward pass? Let's have a look at it. It's a really good line regardless. He takes the flat ball here. Not much in it.
Only by 2 meters. So on the score sheet, and England, a little bit of breathing room there. 14-5, and enough time for the restart. Now there you can see the tackles completed by the English. They haven't missed one.
he was on the knee, haven't he?
Couple of Chile in here is Dan Bibby with the restarts. They go down the centre and they ask Rodwell to get up and compete. He won't have time to get there, but Chile now have possession. There's the try scorer. That's what I got. They go in and clear it. Rangier. Wow, it's just
Play off
gone
the
down cold, and now Rodwell goes 6 short. Lindsay Haig looking for the penalty, and he's going to get it. And one of the Chilean players still hasn't got to his feet. Hayter fights. Hayter looks to get the ball down. Can't do it.
As the Hooters sound, that's a big play to hold him up. It's going to have a quick chat.
Do you have anything besides what I have? I have well held up.
Get some input.
Yep, that's all else. Yeah. No try. Ball's held up. I'm happy with the play retiring.
And that's half time. After a tremendous start by Chileans, here is the final play.
Yeah, they're just trying to hold him up, not let him get that ball touchdown. 3 red jerseys encircle the ball carrier. Because the Hooters sound, England won't have an opportunity to put it in the scrum. So great commitment from the Chileans, as we saw right from the start of this half. Yeah, well, even the series leading head coach has to show his pass here in Vegas. Pretty strict. Simon Amor, no reason to panic for his troops. They went down 1 try.
Okay, it's about that energy, okay? Keeping that energy nice and high, but keeping that level of control up here, okay? Referee's decisions are referee's decisions. We just react. We've got to be quicker doing that. Get back 10, whatever it is, react to it. Let's fucking enjoy it.
I don't want. It's just three shots again on this kick.
Spot yes, please.
Just scan it.
2 tries to 1 England, tries to Hayter and Bowen. Tony Alba was the try scorer for this Chile side, and well, they really are showing that they deserve to be here on this performance. England, having made a couple of finals, beating South Africa and Cape Town earlier, well, late last year rather, and then of course being beaten in Sydney. This is a very good very Chilean side, and talking to their coach Edmundo Alfos, get to in a moment. But now the restart from Chile. English not able to secure possession, and so here they go again, looking to try and find some football or soccer skills there. Coming to the fore.
Extra rolls.
Trying to just swirl away to put
Extra
that ball
move,
back.
preventing the contest.
Penalized for holding on. It is one of the challenges of the non-core teams. Those are the teams that don't come to every tournament on the HSBC World Rugby 7 Series. The intensity and sometimes the energy levels required aren't always there for a team like Chile.
They've been competitive in the opening 8 minutes of this game. And if they can continue to do this in their build-up, as we look at Dan Bibby, 30th tournament, 359 points. They are one of the qualifying teams for Hong Kong, and they want to try and qualify to become a core team in 2018 as England go on the attack again. Blangier is there in jersey number 1 to hold him up, but they quickly recycle, and Rodwell runs a nice line just to draw in 2 defenders. Lindsay Haig runs into a lot of traffic.
An early whistle, head high.
Bibby taps and gets on with it.
Yeah, number 1.
Good movement along the chain. Burgess gets it 1 wide. It's a Bowen. Bowen goes straight. Again, another tackle from Felipe Blangier, the captain. I think he might get the penalty. No, not supporting his own body weight. Hayter says, let's get on with it. Rodwell to Bibby. Along the chain they go. 1 more pass. Didn't need to be thrown. He was through Lindsay Haig.
A little too unselfish there. I didn't think he realized that he'd broken the Chilean tackle. Let's watch. He's pumping the legs. It's 2-on-2. He gets inside his tackler and actually could have kept it and slid over the line.
Number 8 as well.
Waddington guilty of really being too flat and overrunning the pass.
Just stay on the end of that line.
Tony Alba with the stroke.
Thank you.
A scrum half from the Old Boys Club, 20-year-old, who scored the first try of the game.
Stay in that space.
Old Boys Club in Santiago.
Ominously, England have brought on Dan Norton as a substitute. So
That is not.
Not a bad man to bring on is Dan Norton. Waddington gets 3 short. Lindsay Haig gets it out to Burgess, along to Bibby. Now along the chain they go. Here comes Norton. First touch for Dan Norton. Another try. Register 234.
Well, I was just about to say Coach Simon Amor had the luxury of not putting Norton and Mitchell on and keeping them rested. But this is what this man does. He's done it for many years in pure style.
Still 5 short of Collins and Jetta, but he passed the milestone of Santiago Gomez Cota to now be second on the all-time try-scoring list. He is a wonderful athlete, and what a player to bring off the bench.
He is. I don't think Collins and Jarrett wants to give up that crown so easily. He scored one in the last game, but Norton's so silky smooth, not unlike these vintage motorcycles of the same name.
Yes. Still 5 away from Collins and Jetta. Both of them are still active and playing in this tournament. Gomez Cota on 230, and Ben Gollings, who is tremendous for England. 21-5. Captain comes on as well.
Time on, please.
There he is. Outstanding English captain. 27-year-old. Who is approaching a milestone of his own. There's Tom Mitchell. 95 tries he has scored, so 5 away from the century. And wouldn't you love to see it happen either here in Vegas or Vancouver next week?
Yeah, here's the kickoff. And they went forward. But Tom Mitchell obviously wants to erase a few memories from this pitch from last year where he got badly injured, wasn't able to make his second leg up to Vancouver for the Canada Sevens.
Says his favourite food is mum's treacle sponge pudding.
Good Oxford University boy.
Yeah, of course. He wants to be a journalist. He's a published poet.
Bind. Set.
Fake news, maybe.
Matthews can't control it. Mitchell's on him ever so quickly, and they'll get the turnover, the error again. And once again, proving the difference. But this is a really good performance from Chile. Just too many errors.
Yeah, and English are making them pay. But you heard them all cheering each other on there. That's the energy you need in the early pool matches. You know, a side that's feeling confident, that's sitting in great position, second place in the World Series.
Oh, one of the problems is they've given away too much ball. Chile, 10 occasions they've handed over possession. England only 4. And now Mitchell clears it and gets it to Lindsay Haig out to the midfield where Davis is standing into Norton. Norton full steam ahead inside the 22. And he's held on. Had a second look at it, says the Canadian referee.
Yeah, being consistent, he just rolled over with the ball.
Tony Alba taps and gets on with it. Gets the ball back, a little bit of footwork, runs into heavy traffic. There's Matthews.
Old school sevens here.
There's nothing wrong with going backwards as long as you go forward. You've still got the ball. Look, the ruck is called. Matthews finds some space, just a sweeper there. Runs into the captain.
Tackle only.
Now Chile, after doing so much defending, they've got some possession running across the field, but they can't get out of their own 22 and put it down to the class and the defensive work of this English team. Ruck means he's got to leave it. Waddleton not supporting his own body weight. Not a great pass, but England will come up with possession. Out the back into the sweeper's position where the captain is, and coming back to an earlier knock-on.
Those are the skills that disappear when you have to play sevens rugby at this intensity and you're not used to it. Poor pass there from the Chilean.
That's not bad. 5th on the all-time list. And there's some stunning names on that list as well.
Crouch. Bind.
Great evening for rugby here in Vegas, Friday night. 15 minutes after 6 o'clock.
Well, the tide here, so England will get possession again. They spread it out to Norton. Should beat the first defender. He certainly does. Gets in for 235. A double here in Las Vegas for Dan Norton. 2 touches, 2 tries.
This is a one-on-one that nobody wants. He's got 15 meters to the sideline. He stops and he goes. And does he ever for the 235th time. Touching down in the HSBC sets.
You learn from your mistakes, and they'll realize that they can't give him any space. Most teams really crowd and they race up out of the line to try and shut that down. Great defender. Well, a great attacker, I should say, Dan Norton. He has worked on his defence because there are plenty of players that might go one-on-one with him, but now with Ciabello, Sinatla, and Super Rugby commitments,
the door is open.
He's left it ajar. The restart from Mitchell. They go high and contest. Chile would love to try and score their second try of the tournament. They've been involved in the tournaments here at the invitations, also in the ones that were in California a number of years ago, but now they find themselves up against one of the giants in World Rugby Sevens as England looking to have the last say. Mitchell will get the ball and possibly just run into touch. No, he won't. He wants to play on.
Oh, he's fresh.
Mitchell, yeah, he is fresh. He come off the bench. They'll probably want to give it to Norton to get 2:36. Lindsay Haig brings it down this right-hand flank, gives it off to Carpentier. Goes over the first like a speed bump. The Carpentier. Now they move it. It's about not taking space by just moving the ball quickly. Mitchell tackled. Another high shot. So here comes Norton with the tap. Wants to get on with it.
Yeah, you're wondering why they're not kicking it off the field. Points difference could be an issue with USA and Samoa in this Pool B.
Well, Lindsay Hay gets it out to the Carpentier. Now it's a foot race. He's got the angle,
Oh,
pace
big
and
hit.
power. He's got it down. That's a try.
He took a big shot there.
Mike? You happy with the touchline? Nothing wrong?
No problem with the touchline. Now, was it grounded? And no problem, no question. Try time for the Carpentier. Good finish.
Yeah, and exactly what we're talking about. Keep those points ticking over. You never know what might happen. He bounces one tackle, but look at the cover coming across in desperation.
That was earlier where they set it up, and then they pushed it back. And this was the finish here.
Yeah. He lowers his head. Complete commitment from the Chileans. Oh, and there may have been a knee in there, but he does get it down.
Julio Blanc coming across. And England get the job done after a shaky start. They reply with 5 tries of their own, and England looking to convert the try. Can't do it. Full time here in their first match. England 31, Chile 5.
Thank you.